rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. You guys have it, huh? Afternoon delight.
And for the Sharks, it freaking is an afternoon delight. Welcome to this edition of Pucknology After Dark on this Black Friday edition. Yours truly, Eric Curra, alongside Gentry Alexander and Santa AJ Strong. We also always like to remind you that PAD is partly presented by Audible, an Amazon company. We've partnered with them to offer a free 30-day trial. You can search over 180,000 audiobooks and get a free audiobook to keep whether you choose to continue using the service or not. Go to audibletrial.com/PAD to sign up. That's right. No, Jake, I'm not going to die. That's audibletrial.com/PAD. You get a free book. You help support the show. Everyone wins, like Patrick motherfucking Marlowe. That's audibletrial.com/PAD. Oh, where are you? There we go. All right. Hi again, everybody. Let's make this happen. Let's say hello to my fellow Notch Pro, Gentry Alexander. What's up, bud?
Bit under the weather, but this game improved my immune system. You know, with some vitamin C for captain for tying the damn game up after a lackluster, second or first period. So, hey, yeah for me.
Yay for you. And already rocking the Santa Sharks hat. I need to find mine somewhere in storage. AJ Strong, what's up, bud? Nothing?
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. He's what happened? AJ's muted himself. He is that quiet?
Sorry. Hey now.
Oh, there you go.
Hey now. Can Aaron Dell play the Islanders like 40 times a year?
Unfortunately, that would mean he'd have to join a new team and play with them for 10 years. Nonetheless, the Sharks win. Let's talk about it. To join the conversation, and no, I'm not trying hard, AJ. Use the hashtag Pucknology AD.
Never gonna be a thing.
It will progressively learn. You can also chat with us in the YouTube chat on the YouTube page or the app. You can also follow us on Twitter. Of course, the main account is @Pucknology. Yours truly is PuckGuy14. Gentry is JAlexander46. And if you don't know AJ, shame on you. Just remember, it's AJ_Strong. Whew, all right.
Fareed did not respect my underscore.
I would say Puck that guy, but he's actually pretty cool with the robot.
Good piece.
Oh, and we're getting invaded by Canada.
Fuck yeah. I figure you guys are all like, you guys are all like turkey full, and I just come in, kick down the door, no one can do anything about it. They're all like half asleep.
We are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I feel like a Canadian invasion would just been like, sorry to barge in, but can we just take over your country, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and of course, Ian Reed is joining us. Less bloated than the three of us, I would believe.
Yeah, man. Just another day for me.
Nice. All right, let's get at it, guys. The Sharks win 3-2 over the team formerly known as the Gordon's Fishermen of Long Island. Gentry, your quick thought as we get off and running here.
I thought that this was, for the most part, this was a really nice, complete game from the Sharks. They dominated on the possession numbers for the majority of the game. I mean, if it wasn't for that really quick power play goal from the Islanders, it would have been the perfect game in my opinion for them. But they got into penalty trouble quick, but they didn't back down. They kept going, and in the second they bombarded them with shots. If I'm correct, let me look at the shots on goal were dead even. This game were 28-28. So kudos to the Sharks for keeping, for that. The only thing that's kind of irking me around is the fact that we're still lackluster in face-offs with 52 and 48, or 52 in favor of the Islanders. Yeah. But other than that, hey, we got some good some nice action, some nice drop passes and stuff like that from that makeshift third line with Wingles out. I thought my favorite goal was that Pavelski one. But then 34 seconds later, you had the goal, the Owen Nolan-esque goal from Brent Burns. When we all said, pay that man his money, we did, and he rewarded us with a fantastic goal from center ice. Problem? I think that was money well worth it.
Yes. All right. Mr. Strong, what did you take from this afternoon?
I thought the Sharks came out a little lackluster at first, but they definitely got it going in the second, and were controlling possession. This is one of those rare games where the Sharks literally lost every category you could think of: face-offs, special teams, hits, blocks, giveaway. I mean, pretty much everything you could lose except scoreboard. And as we know, that's the one that matters, and that's all that matters. So I will. I'll take that every single time. Boy, if only the Sharks could play the Islanders 25, 30 times a year, and that way we'd get Dell, plenty of starts.
Mr. Reed, what did you take?
Yeah, I thought it's something. It's interesting because and this is something we've also, like, on the writers' room, given a lot of talk to, is is this whole, is Dell a decent backup, whatever. And really, he hasn't really done us wrong being in net. I mean, he got no goal support in Carolina. He won the game against the Islanders. He won the other game against the Islanders. And that Pittsburgh game that he went into in relief was already so far gone that it didn't really matter what he let in. So I think that, it's still, it's only a few games still, but I think he's starting to prove that, yeah, this guy's a capable NHL backup. And until I see otherwise, I'm going with that.
Yeah, let's be real, guys. He's played pretty well when he's been in there. Outside that essentially the throwaway game in his starts, he's played fairly well. I think. Let's see. Today he had 26 of 28 for a 929 save percentage. I mean, that is some excellent work that you can get from a backup goaltender.
Well, it allows you to, say that we can finally, I think this should inspire confidence that we could, give Dell a little bit more starts and then give Jones a little bit more rest, because the whole, starting Martin Jones for 9 straight or so was just, you saw it, it was, Jones didn't look like his normal Jones self. And we saw that once Jones got that little bit of rest towards the tail end of the season, he was phenomenal in the playoffs. So you need to start doing the splits a little bit more evenly.
And
the other thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, AJ.
I was just going to say, let's be honest. This game at the very end, it was a Dell of a comeback.
Oh God. Oh.
Well, I was just going to say, for all the starts that Jones gets, it's amazing that he still has fine to get his Twitter tacked by probably going to bad websites in general to begin with.
Yeah. Is that tweet still up, or did somebody catch it?
No, they pulled it down. Yeah, it was.
They pulled his account.
It was gone late last night.
Oh, that's too bad.
We still haven't seen a anything on Wingles. The absence luckily wasn't concussion related.
Yeah,
we haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that, so hopefully we'll get that. And then Barclay Goodrow got called up but didn't play today, so that's another note on there.
He was called up and then immediately sent back down.
You think it was not even that? You think it was just he walked into the wrong locker room this morning? And
they were like, "Oh, I guess you like an NHLer today."
It's like, hey guys, you're in. Cool. No, wait, never mind. We're good.
They're like,
go back
actually,
you got a game to play.
Yeah, actually, could you play for the Barracuda today? We didn't have enough for the Barracuda.
No, you knew that there was an injury somewhere on the Sharks when Haley breaks the 10-minute mark on on ice time.
Yeah, I have the official transcript of what happened with Goodrow on my Twitter. If you need to read it,
go ahead.
That's the inside scoop from. He just walked into the locker room and he tripped over Peter DeBoer's dog, and he kind of looked around and said, "Oh shit, that's Peter DeBoer's dog, isn't it?" And everyone kind of just ghost face looked at him, and said, "Yeah," and he's like, "All right, I know where I'm going," and he grabbed his bag, went back to the Barracuda locker room.
So that's the unofficial official transcript. Yes, he
that is
tripped over
official
Petey.
Pucknology exclusive right there. That's the kind of
Yes.
stuff you can only get from Pucknology.
Absolutely. But you know what? You know what's more delicious than Dell having a Dell of a game? The all three goals actually. First off, let's talk about the nice crisscross breakout passes that set up for Pavelski on that goal. Gentry, first goal, they were a little bit out of it, but then they get that first goal in the second period. It seemed like it kind of changed momentum eventually for this team. It was like you almost were anticipating the team getting it done.
I think that's all they needed was just like they just needed one to break through but I'm gonna give my favorite punching bag, Matt Nieto, some kudos. He had the nice, breakout pass that led to Tierney, and Tierney was able to dish it to Pavs on that goal. So I mean, it was, Matt Nieto being in the right place, Long Beach native. Sorry, I had to throw that one. Yeah, I had to throw that one out there.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, and then 34 seconds later, I mean, I'd have somebody else talk about that goal because that was pure artistry of a slap shot.
Oh, for Brent Burns. And speaking of breakouts, that was a nice breakout from Martin and LeBlanc. LeBanc. Yeah. Okay.
That's a quarter for the LeBanc jar, sir.
Yeah, I know.
But the thing, did LeBanc even play in the third? Like he only played 11:45 tonight. I don't know. I expected to see him a little bit more, but then again, he only got a minute less than Bodker, which holy hell, man, that guy would be a world-class horseshoe player because close counts in that game. You know what I mean? Everything and dude, Bodker, come on, man, you're killing me, bro.
Yeah,
you know what would be the all-time troll move is that if the Sharks recall Goodrow tonight at about 6 o'clock.
Oh, jeez, that would not be good. But Burnsy's slap shot, like Gentry said earlier, reminded me very much of the Owen Nolan slapper against the Blues in 2000. Although it took a deflective bounce in.
Yeah, but it took a deflective bounce in, but even Nolan's goal, didn't that even take like a little weird hop off the ice?
I think it did. No.
It took a hop off of Turek. He tried to catch it in his chest and then shot straight down and then back into the goal. Because he tried to jump up to grab it and it just went and then went underneath his 5-hole. But
And then just when you thought, oh shoot, come on, Dell, you played great tonight or today, and you get screened by Braun on the Letty goal to tie the game up with a minute to go. All of a sudden, so out of nowhere, Burnsy takes a nice little pass shot, and Marlowe tips it in for goal 487 this season. What a huge goal! And you could just see the big smile from Patty once he did that. And what a way to send a good crowd out this afternoon.
#gutless.
Yes, he's so gutless. He has 487 goals, and as Gentry says in his lower third, he calls himself a gutless technologist.
I show up when I feel like it. That's how I'm gutless.
Still, though, Couture 33% in the face-off. Is this guy ever going to win the face-off battle?
No.
Jeez Louise.
He's broken.
Really, is this just the Crosby cheat curse? Is this what it really is now?
You gotta wonder because his numbers have not been.
I put on 25 more pounds than I usually play at curse.
Yeah.
Do we understand why? Sorry.
He just wants to be bigger.
Okay. So go ahead, Gentry.
I was thinking that maybe he was just still kind of feeling lingering, maybe a nagging injury from the World Cup. So, but I don't know.
There could be something. Something's going on because he just has not been like maybe a couple of games has he been in the face-off circle and won the battle in a game.
At this point, you're starting to wonder why they're even letting him take face-offs.
Well, that's my next question.
Ward was 100% tonight. It's like, let
Yeah,
Ward
but how
take
many
him.
draws?
Oh, I know, but still, it's just, I mean, play the numbers.
Fuck context.
Yeah, that's right. Math sucks.
Math sucks. There we go. There's something to shoot for. But overall, I mean, this season alone, 34.78% in the face-off circle for Logan. I mean, his numbers have slowly declined since he came into the league, but nothing this dramatic coming into this season so far. Ian, what could that possibly be from? I mean, it can't be just because he said something about Crosby, and now everybody's all butthurt about it.
I don't, like I said, I know that this is something we've talked about too, is that, Couture said that he came in heavier, and I think when you come in, especially significantly heavier than you've been, and 25 pounds is a lot of weight to come into camp with. Sometimes players, they change their weight and they can't do things as quickly, and they can't. And I think that he's just having trouble adjusting to the new weight, and he probably just needs to cut some of the back off, go back to the weight he was, and I think he'll be fine after that. He's not the first player to come to try and bulk up a little bit and it backfire in their face.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I'm just a little disturbed by Logan's play this year. So
I think he is too. You could see it on his face. Like when he hit the crossbar, it was just like,
yeah,
it's just been, it's been a rough. Yeah, it's
well,
been
could
a
you
rough
imagine
year.
if that went in? Like,
yeah. No, because he was on fire at this point. He's been on fire lately.
Yeah, he's playing a lot better as of late. But yeah, something's going on with his face-off. His face-offs. I wish for the best. Kind of going around. What else do you think stood out to you guys this afternoon, Ian?
I mean, aside from that, I just like the way that they came out a little flat, but when they got going, and and they didn't really. I don't think they really took their foot off the pedal. I think that the Islanders, they're a proud team, not just going to roll over and die. So, and John Tavares, you give him the puck there, and he's going to bury it. So, I don't know. I just like the way they came out, and they had a bad first, I think, and then like a bad little bit, and then they got going, and once they got going, they kept it going. They didn't just be like, oh well, we're down by a goal, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, you didn't see him coasting when they had the 2-1 lead, which was a sign of teams from the past. So
yeah, they played it.
Yeah,
they got going and they didn't stop.
Yeah, I like that part. Like I said, I really like the fact that the defense all had even minutes. That usually is a good sign. But can we talk about Matt Carl for a minute?
One sec. Let me finish on this game, and I'll throw this to Gentry. So Gentry, Joe Thornton had a penalty shot, which means he couldn't pass it to anybody. What did you take from Thornton's penalty shot?
No, he was trying to get the puck away to some lucky fan in Sheboygan up in the audience. So.
Well, with that, we'll put a seal on the game. But yes, AJ, please, let's talk about Carbage, as we used to call him on the feeder boards.
Oh, you mean Coral?
Shut up. Damn you, autocorrect. Back to you, AJ.
Nah, I remember us all having he was supposed to be he was supposed to be Dan Boyle before we got Dan Boyle for the Sharks. Yep. That's what he was slated to be, that puck-moving defenseman who could score, Hobie Baker Award winner out of Colorado. And I don't know, it never seemed to click. I don't know if it's the curse of wearing 18, that Ricci's the only player that can wear that for the Sharks, but it just never, and this also could be, and it's not at all like the Sharks have a history of rushing up defensemen. but perhaps Carl, they just brought him in a little too early. But hey, at the end of the day, it helped get Dan Boyle here, so that's really all that matters. Thank you very much, Matt Carl, for making that happen.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, of course, Gentry will definitely say thank you, thank you, thank you. Ian, what would you say about Mr. Carl? As he's a former Shark that retired today after going unclaimed.
Fuck that guy. That's what Ian says.
That's pretty much what I say about everything. No, look, I mean, look at Matt Carl. I don't know how he ever pulled that deal that he got in Tampa that he got bought out of, obviously.
Which one?
He his second round in Tampa where he got that, like, silly, like, 5-something contract.
Yeah.
Where he was way overpaid. But, you know, and obviously they bought it out. No, I mean, look at he's a guy that traveled around a little bit. He showed a lot of promise with the Sharks, and that's why we were able to leverage him for a guy like Dan Boyle. Didn't really work out for him in Tampa. Went to the Flyers, who for the longest time were, you know, just a defensive train wreck as they were. So, you know, didn't really help there. Had decent point totals in Philly, but was never that great on the defensive side, and the problem was in Philly was really they had no one good on the defensive side of the puck. So, you know, but he used that to kind of get some money in Tampa, and, you know, good for him. I mean, he made some money. He played for more games than I'm ever going to play in the NHL, so what can I say?
And for that matter, he got to play in 2 Stanley Cup Finals, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep. He played in, I want to say, in 2010 against the Blackhawks when he was with the Flyers, and he played in 2014.
15.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
2015. Yeah.
So he got to play in 2 Cup Finals. Fortunately, both times he lost to the Blackhawks.
That'll happen to you.
Yeah. Well,
But either way, good for him. But
Maybe if he had the Marian Hossa trade, third time would have been the charm had he had made it to the third one.
my whole thing is, Carl, there is only one 18. I'm just saying. There can be only one 18.
that's right.
Dominic Moore?
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Wow. Nice one, Eddie. Nice one, Chad. All right.
I have my moments.
Yes. So looking in the chat right now, A012345 is asking who's going to the CUDA tonight.
Megan.
Yes, Megan and Berlini are going. So shout out to them. That means there'll be at least 2 people there, and probably a lot of people are enjoying that concert outside Santa Clara Street at the moment.
Oh my God.
Not Santa Clara Street, Autumn Street. Let's see. AJ Strong says, does pineapple belong on a pizza?
No.
No. Gentry says no.
Burn it.
Ian, what would you say?
What which? I have someone discovered that I'm on camera.
Well, you can ask him if does pineapple belong on pizza.
Does pineapple belong on pizza, buddy? He's like, of course it does. Sometimes, if it's a Hawaiian pizza.
I said, I heard I hate, and then you cut him off.
He's trying to grab my other mic and talk into it.
Oh, nice. Coming soon, we will break all labor laws and have a 3-year-old doing Pucknology After Dark for Ian.
That's right.
Excellent.
He can sub in for me. Well, no, those late nights when he's probably still awake anyway. Come on.
Hey, there's a good question from Billy. Do you guys think there will be a trade before now? Well, he says, do you think there'll be a big trade before Christmas? If so, who's getting traded? I don't know if that is specific to the Sharks or the NHL in general.
Yeah.
For the Sharks, I don't think there will be a big trade. For the Sharks,
No.
I don't think there will be a trade. Period. Will there?
Unless Hurdle is out for a longer than expected, I think the Sharks will stay pat. And if Hurdle's injury means that he's out of the playoffs, I think the Sharks will try to get some center help. Move up Tierney to the third center and then get like maybe a fourth liner or something like that, just to kind of bottom out the.
I
still think they can pull so many guys up from the CUDA to fill that role. I don't know why you'd make a trade with so little cap space.
Exactly. But in the NHL as a whole, I mean, never say never, but I mean, isn't there usually like at least one kind of interesting move before the holidays?
Usually there is. I mean, we had the Trevor Daley deal last year with Pittsburgh, going for, what was it, Rob Scuderi.
Yeah.
I mean, that, and in fact, I think that was like the first big trade of the year, because we were talking about how long it had been before we seen a trade in the NHL, and we're kind of on the same mode already.
A lot of teams right now are kicking tires on Evander Kane, so
Yeah.
Who's rumored right now? I know Vancouver is one of them.
Vancouver is apparently out of it. There's a few other teams too. I haven't really been following it that closely, to be honest, but I know that there's a few teams kicking tires there.
I heard
And
Boston.
when Ian says Vancouver's out of it, he means that in so many different ways, right?
It's true. last I heard, Mackenzie said that Vancouver that negotiation had ended and Vancouver's not interested in what the Sabres want.
Because it probably end up being like somebody like Bo Horvat or any potential prospect they have left in the
They
team.
don't have any prospects.
Oh.
They're Vancouver. Everything is terrible.
I'm sure they can trade Alex Burrows for a trash compactor at the same time, because they both like to chew on crap. So, but nonetheless, moving on. So we are. Yes, Billy, I did Shorthouse. You're welcome. Apparently, it's catching on. Hockey Jerks kind of squirreled up the Shorthouse fan club of sorts.
There you go. Los Angeles looking into Evander Kane.
Oh, lovely. So, according to, let's see, Stasha San Jose. So, I don't know if y'all covered this in the last episode, but who goes to the new team next season? Any possibility we lose player? Well, we definitely will lose one player.
We're going to lose someone.
We're probably going to end up losing a defenseman, I would guess. What's the consensus here, guys?
Well, we can cover 3 defensemen, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously Burns and Vlasic get covered, and I mean,
I think you're gonna protect Braun.
You protect Braun. You don't protect the guy who's playing third pair minutes. I don't care. You like. Here's the thing. Like, yes, I understand that Brendan Dillon's been better, but instead of finding defensemen that make our shitty defensemen better, let's just get better defensemen.
now, you don't think Schlemko breaks into that discussion? Schlemko did, in fact, he even got more minutes tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think it's Braun. I don't think it's even close.
I honestly think that they'll that the Golden Knights, as they're called now, will probably want to go after a veteran defenseman, so they'll probably go after Martin. He's got the experience.
No, they won't. There's no reason to go after Paul Martin. No fucking way. Nope.
But are we hoping? Wait. If out of the 6 that we have, aren't we hoping that they select Martin?
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, I want them to take Paul Martin. I want them to take Joe Ward.
Yeah, how would you?
But
not
is that
going
to
to
happen?
Take
No.
the oldest guys, and Martin with another 2 years on his deal. Yeah, no, it would be great if they took Martin, but no, never going to happen.
What's his term for his deal for Martin? Is it 4 per or is it 5 per?
Martin is like upward
4 by 4.5.
Yeah.
Everybody, excuse me while I whip this app.
Whoa! Did you score 4 goals today or something?
Excuse me while I whip this app. On Cap Friendly, it's $4,850,000 for this season and the next 2. So very, very close to 5.
Yeah.
In that case, so refresh me here. Is it 7 forwards, 3 defensemen?
Yes.
You can do one of 2 things. So the standard is 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goaltender, or you can just protect 8 people, position not apply, which a lot of people for some reason see the Sharks doing, but I disagree.
Nah, yeah, I think they go 7-3, but we know Dallas will do the position because they want to cover all their goalies.
That's right. I think you can only protect 1 goalie. Period.
Yeah, but they're okay because even Vegas is not stupid enough to take one of their goalies.
No, there'll be better goalies available, I think.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I honestly think that Fleury will be available because I think that Fleury is going to be traded at some point before the deadline.
Meanwhile, Dallas is like, please take whatever, please.
Well, then you
Please.
also have to think that LA is please take Dustin Brown. Please take him off of our hands.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that's the thing too. A lot of teams are probably wanting to, like, okay, please take this one off of their hands.
And Cap Friendly needs to get their shit together because they still have Goodrow on the roster right now.
Oh, we have. Oh boy, you know how I go gaga for jerseys and logos, and it looks like the Penguins have just released their Stadium Series jersey.
That was this morning.
Marc-Andre Fleury has to
Yes.
be protected. They either move Marc-Andre Fleury or they lose Matt Murray. They unless if Marc-Andre Fleury agrees to waive his no move, he's staying in Pittsburgh.
So would you say so? Which adds a different wrinkle. So does that mean somebody could be moved by the deadline?
I think that the new list that they just put out on Sportsnet with all these free agents, it's going to change because there's going to be guys that are going to get moved around, and there's probably some guys that might even waive their no move to get out of the current situation that they're in.
That's right. You heard it here first, kids. Roberto Luongo, your Golden Knights goalie. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if it was either like, because there is the idea of wanting a steady presence in net. Maybe you look at a Luongo, maybe you look at Miller in Vancouver, just to start, type of a thing. Because I mean, who's Vancouver going to cover? They're going to cover Miller. They're going to cover what's his name?
Markstrom.
Oh, they might cover Markstrom instead.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they would. That's the smarter play. But we're talking to Vancouver, so maybe it will be Miller. But, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they go after somebody who, at least in net. I mean, you even saw the Sharks do that, once or twice?
See,
after, what's his name? Who's the guy from Detroit that we got? The little guy? Come on, mid-90s. How do you not forget this? Yeah, Mike Vernon. And then you also saw Kelly Rudy. You saw them go after some guys that had some, that had been around the block a few times before, looking at guys like Nabby or, guys coming up through their system. So it wouldn't surprise me if you're going to start a new franchise, the one thing you want to do is probably have a vet at goal.
They don't have to protect Miller because he's a UFA next season, and I doubt he's coming back.
Yeah, I think Miller's retired. Yaginla's going to be done after this season. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, all sorts of ways that you could do it. But, so Ian, they can only draft one player per team?
Correct.
Okay.
Or there's two things. There's another wrinkle they added. So they get a window before the expansion draft where they can talk to any of your team's free agents or upcoming free agents. If one of your free agents signs with them, so let's say they talk to, just use the Sharks for example. So let's say Joe Thornton doesn't have a contract. Vegas can call him up and say, "Hey Joe, how about coming to play for us next year?" Now Joe, because he's a UFA and he still has his negotiating rights, can say no, go fly a kite, and that'd be fine. But if he did sign with them, that would count as their player from San Jose, so they wouldn't be able to do both. They could do one or the other. With that pre-draft window, after the expansion draft, then it is what it is.
Cool.
So they get a strong, like, a week or two ahead of time, because they do the expansion draft prior to the entry draft, correct?
It's in there somewhere. It's all mixed together.
Yeah.
Now what are the differences with this regarding UFA versus RFA versus guys that are signed for the next couple of seasons?
RFA is the same thing as anything else. They could sign your RFA to an offer sheet. You would have the right to match. Unrestricted free agents, just that. So if they do get that window to talk to an unrestricted free agent, then they can sign that free agent if they want to sign him more. But the player has the right to say no. Like, whereas if a UFA still isn't signed and says, no, I don't want to sign with you now, and then they use the expansion draft to draft him anyway, well, they're wasting their draft spot, because at July 1st, that player's an unrestricted free agent still. Like, it doesn't supersede their rights as as a player under the collective bargaining agreement.
Very interesting. And
So if we're going to do our protected list for the Sharks, who would you protect? So 7 forwards, 3
Well,
defensemen,
hold
and
on.
1.
You don't have to protect Thornton, right? You don't have to
No.
protect Marlowe.
No, unless they get extensions, you don't have to protect either of them.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I mean, it seems pretty obvious then. I mean, if you're talking 7, like we said, you do Burns, Vlasic, and you have a debate, but it's probably going to be Braun. And then on the top, you have to do 7 guys. Obviously, Couture, Pavelski, Donskoy, and then what? LeBanc.
you don't have to protect LeBanc. He's not eligible to be drafted.
Oh, well then
That's-
shit. I mean, then you pretty much just
What about
cover
Chris
everybody
Tierney?
else.
What about Chris Tierney?
You'd
Is
have to
he-
protect Tierney.
Yeah.
you have to
Okay.
protect Tierney. Interesting. Okay. So that's something that to look forward to as we move on. And I would think that with the trade deadline is going to be very interesting to see what some of these parts being moved, kind of with a little bit of a hint towards, okay, I don't want to lose, say, Marc-Andre Fleury. Let's trade him so we can go with somebody, bring in somebody that we can bring somebody up from, like, say, Wilkes-Barre Scranton,
Mhm.
and then just finish off the year there and get something
Yeah.
for him rather than just lose him outright to Las Vegas. Or,
No,
sorry,
Well, lose Matt
Vegas.
Murray.
This could be the most interesting
Or the-
trade deadline ever just because of this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think so, because you're going to see a lot of guys moving the stuff around so that they don't. Like, I think Pittsburgh doesn't want to lose Matt Murray. Why would you? Like, you know what you've got in Marc-Andre Fleury. Marc-Andre Fleury is not getting any younger. You're sure as hell not losing Matt Murray over it.
Update from Kevin Kurz. He says he saw Wingles walking around after the game. No update on PDB other than it wasn't any sort of concussion protocol. They'll know more tomorrow morning.
So
prior
it
to,
was a concussion.
PDD was
I
dirty again.
I know what he was talking about. Oh, you also obviously you would also protect Hurdle.
Yes, absolutely.
Would you?
Yes, of course you'd protect Hurdle. Oh my God, he signed for $2 million. He signed for $3
Depending
million for the next 2 years. You protect Hurdle.
Depending on how his knee heals.
Forget his
Right.
knee. He's making $3 million. He's still, even on half a leg, is still better than. He's not worth giving up for nothing.
Gotcha. All right.
He signed to a $3 million deal.
In Molrat 33, kind of fending off of this expansion talk, do you think they'll wait on signing Jumbo and Patty after the expansion draft?
I don't think it matters because they're going to have enough. They're going to have enough spots if they want to bring Joe back and they give him another no move, then they're going to protect him. If they sign him, they're going to protect him anyway. I don't think they're going to hold off and game the system. They don't. There's no real tough decisions for, I think, unless you're going to go the 8-1 route where they'd protect both Braun and Schlemko and then pick 4 forwards. I don't think, but then you're going to lose Tierney. You're going to lose somebody, right? So.
Yeah, I mean you're going to lose somebody good. As much as we would like TSN's prediction of Matt Nieto being the one that goes to Vegas, I can't see that happening.
Really cool is if Vegas, boy, let's just say the Vegas team decides to take Pavel Datsyuk. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like they just totally don't get the hockey thing just yet, and they think they're getting the superstar.
Well,
George McPhee is smarter than that. George McPhee, he built a pretty good team in Washington.
Hey, if it goes off as well as the name unveiling, way to go there, Vegas. What were you gonna say, Jet?
No, I was gonna say that in my opinion, in terms of goaltenders that the Golden Knights would go after, I think that number one, their dark horse would probably be Semyon Varlamov, because McPhee has a history with him when he was in Washington. So, and he knows how well he plays, and you'd think that Colorado would want to get rid of that cap hit. and they can go after somebody in the off season, preferably, or go after somebody in a trade. Who knows? Maybe they trade Varlamov and get Fleury out of it.
And
We'll see.
your Golden Knights backup goalie, you heard it here first, Peter Budaj.
That's not a bad idea either. At the way he's playing, shoot.
Yeah, you're gonna get good. You're gonna get good tandem of goals. I mean, they're gonna get some good players. I couldn't believe that TSN list. That TSN list was like, it was like this is not gonna be your normal. Like, there's gonna be good guys that are available to get, and I couldn't understand that list. It's like that list is
guys,
like worse
they got into
than
the turkey a little early.
Yeah, they got something else a little early because like that list was like expansion bad from like, you know, like previous expansion drafts. Like under these rules, I can't see how that list is going to be so bad. Like how lackluster that team looked. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Hit the shit, man. Hit the shit.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it now.
We here on Pucknology do not advocate the use of any drugs or anything.
Hey, it's legal now,
Not
California, bitch.
Not for another year.
Not for another year, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on, dude. It's California, dude.
Also, just to wrap up on the Vegas thing, this week on the writers' room, we are going to be talking some Vegas, and I believe that all three of us are going to we're going to make teams, Vegas teams, based on the lists that are out. So stay tuned for that on Sunday.
Oh, I like this question. AO12345. Who will be the captain for the Vegas Knights? How could you even consider?
Connor McDavid.
Hell no, they don't go. No. He is protected.
Oh yeah, no, he's absolutely.
Sleepy mofo pulling it out that Dustin Brown will regain his C with the Vegas team.
Do you really? You know what though? I mean, like I know that the Vegas team is going to have to take on some contracts, but is Dustin Brown really going to be the best thing you'd be able to pull out of the Kings? Like that's the one thing I don't know if all these teams are going to be, you know, they're just going to take the worst cap hits to hit the cap. I don't think so.
I would honestly, if I was them and you went to the Kings and you see who they had, I would go after Gabrick. At least he has more. Well, I think Carter would be protected.
I probably think Gabrick's protected too, but I don't know. I'm going to look through it again. We'll go through it later at some point.
Yeah, but I think you go after Gabrick because I don't think they're going to try and go out. Carter's protected.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going on in the chat? People want to know about jerseys?
Like I said, I was going to allude that, but we kind of got more info.
We went off the rails.
Okay. We went off the rails. What else is new, guys? You should be used to us. The Penguins unveiled their yellow jerseys for the Stadium Series. It is the first time in team history that the Penguin will not be encased in a triangle. As you can see on here, it's fairly.
We took our animal out of the triangle before it was cool.
Yeah, ours was first. But what's interesting is they have the triangle for the captaincy, of course.
That looks like a fucking hazmat logo.
Well, look at the whole thing. It is a hazmat, right?
But
then,
oof.
But then on the side of their jerseys, they're wearing this patch.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah. They're wearing that patch, of course, because they need to rub it in the double the amount of cups they have over the Flyers.
Well, I mean, hold on. City of Champions. I mean, okay. As far as I know, the Pittsburgh Pirates haven't won dick. And okay, I mean, you got to give it to the Steelers. I mean, they're the only team I believe who has 6 Super Bowl champions. But really, City of Champ, man, that's makes me wonder if that would have been there or not if they had won the Cup this season.
I have a feeling that it probably wouldn't have been.
See, you know what really grinds my gears is that they get a cool design like that, and then the Sharks, when they got their Stadium Series jerseys, just like here's a design that a 4-year-old made in Microsoft Paint. Have at it, bastards.
I'm not a fan of this jersey, to be honest. I think it's very pedestrian.
It's
gross.
It's actually an nod to the past where Pittsburgh was a rare team in the 80s that actually had a third jersey. You've seen the black and white jerseys that the Penguins came back with this season, but they wore yellow uniforms in the mid 80s, and they actually wore them at home and on the road.
They should have
So-
just went straight up hideous and went like fucking Pittsburgh Steeler throwback style, where it was just like striped from top to bottom.
I'm wondering if there were NFL considerations in that, but yeah, that would have been a great idea since it's being played at Heinz Field just a few years after them playing another outdoor game at Heinz Field. Because
I
of
mean,
course, yeah.
It might as
If
well
it's
just say, I'm a penguin, suck my dick on the front. Like, that's
Let's
how
be honest. I mean,
obnoxious it is.
aren't we all like a little just kind of shocked that it's not like Crosby's face on the front of the jersey?
don't give them ideas, AJ.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I'd be more. You know what? I would be more surprised if the NHL next season did not have Pittsburgh or Chicago in an outdoor game.
Right?
But no, it would be really funny if they put Crosby on the front of it in that pose from the Olympics when they won the medal. And remember that image of Crosby that went around everywhere? Remember of him like in the corner and he's just like looking like he was like just losing his mind. You don't remember? It started a million memes. Like people took Crosby out of that. They photoshopped him into the Karate Kid movie. They photoshopped him into like Mortal Kombat. I can't believe you're not.
How
aware
is
of
how
this.
is not
How
surprised?
did I miss
Crosby?
this?
Oh my God! How have you missed this?
Yeah. How is this
it's-
not as big as the crying Jordan meme?
It was for
It
a while.
was. It was.
I didn't see it, so man.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Hang on. I'm looking at, searching Sidney Crosby memes on Google is pretty intense. Wow.
Because it's all from Flyers fans just saying how much he sucks.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. All right.
Ghost.
Yes.
All right,
So
you guys vamp while I look.
we'll vamp. Philly S. Aroma is asking holiday sweaters. You don't want us to rap. I'm sorry.
Holiday sweater.
Although Ian doesn't mind, so go ahead, Ian.
No, I am not busting out a beat right now for you bitches.
Go ahead.
I'm not sober enough for be singing in public, and I'm not in a Christmas tree outfit.
Right.
That I can't.
Fuck you, pal. Okay, leave my hat alone.
I wasn't mentioning you. I mentioned that I have to dress up as a Christmas tree in my schools.
You know what though, that you looked very nice. Oh Jesus, really?
Check your Twitter.
Really, AJ?
That is the image that photoshopped around the world. They took him out. They put him at the end of the Karate Kid movie, which was probably the best one. But they put him in Mortal Kombat. It was awesome.
Yeah, man.
There was so many things they put him in.
Here we
It was
go.
fantastic.
There we go.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one
That fucking face, dude. That fucking face.
after his golden goal.
Right.
Fuck Ryan Miller. Fuck Ryan Miller.
Suck it, bitches.
Fuck Ryan Miller. Oh shit.
Oh, actually, no, dude. If you, yeah. Look, you gotta. All right, fuck it. I'll just tweet it to you. It's easy. I was gonna tell him what to do, but it's like, just why even bother?
Gotcha. All right. While he's looking for that, let's prepare for the game tomorrow night. Unfortunately, you can only enjoy this for a couple hours, and then onward to the mighty sex. Oh yes, that's that. Thank you, Ian. Quick reminder: the Barracuda do play tonight against the Bakersfield Condors. That's at 6 p.m. Tickets are still available. If you are near the rink, leave now. Then also tomorrow night is Martin Jones bobblehead night, and it would be so Sharks if they had Dell start that game against the mighty Sex of Quackenheim. Gent, what are you looking forward to against this matchup against NorCal versus SoCal?
A win, preferably in a dominating fashion, and then you would potentially have a spot to take over the Pacific Division. That'd be my take on that. There's my hot take for you.
Excellent.
Did you get the meme?
Yes, I did. I'm gonna
Dude,
try and get it on there right now.
it is glorious.
All we need is a pixelizer for Street Fighter. Ian, what are you expecting for tomorrow night?
A bloodbath.
A bloodbath.
Yeah.
That's we secretly replaced UFC 206 with Sharks and Ducks. Let's watch what happens.
Yeah. No. We're playing the Ducks tomorrow. That was the Kings for some reason.
It's the
No,
Ducks.
Kings is like in a
well,
week.
still a bloodbath, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna beat them. We always beat the Ducks. Ducks are dumb.
That's Ian Reed with the quote, "Ducks are dumb." And thank goodness he didn't say the wrong vowel there.
And you know what? They don't even have teeth. All right. I
Right.
can't take it.
Did you watch Mighty Ducks the other night?
Yes, I did.
Well, then I'll say this. Ducks don't have teeth. Neither do hockey players. Just ask Bernsey.
Man. But Ducks do
yes.
fly together.
Oh.
And the flying V is bullshit. It'd be offside.
Thank you. I can't watch that movie nowadays because I'd be like offsides, clipping, or tripping. No, that's interference. Fuck you, Disney.
Hey, anything happens when you work Magic. Of course, he leaves just as I'm going to go in and ask about the Ducks game. This one's going to be a good one. Ducks have climbed out of the cellar driller that they were early on, but knocking on wood right here. Perry and Getzlaff, unless they did something today, which we should probably go around the league right now, haven't scored in the month of November. So with that, let's take a look at the scores as we...
Can I say something first, though? Because it's like, yeah, they've kind of climbed out of the cellar. But
Yes,
really, I
this
mean,
is
it's
true.
the Pacific. Like, what did they do? Be better than Calgary?
Well, apparently that's what Edmonton's doing, and look what they're doing right now.
Edmonton's being better than, like, they were being better than everyone, like, legitly. Whereas, like,
Well,
now we're starting
it's
better.
really it's really easy to be better than everybody when you've got Jesus as your center on your top line, and then you have some big behemoth named Lucic. We know that you love Connor McJesus up there in Canada. He's your new golden child. He's slowly going to replace Gretzky, but we know how it works up in Canada. And I plan on moving up there and being a part of that bandwagon. So
You absolutely should.
I'm kidding. I can't
You can move
afford
up
that.
to Canada. You can move up to Canada. I don't mind it, but you do not jump ship. I will blast you so much more
would you
than
hate me
ever.
if I decided to be a Winnipeg Jets fan instead?
Yes, I still would.
Considering how that's always your dark horse team.
My dark horse team, yes, but however, it doesn't mean like I'm like thoroughly in love with them. I mean, come on. I mean, I like the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the CFL, but I'm not going to be all, F the Niners and F the BC Lions. But green is the color, football is the game.
Patrick Laine.
Anyways, Liney's a beast, though. Liney's a freaking beast. That guy has just been unbelievable. So let's go around the league right now. There are some games in progress. In the third period, the Caps are up on the Sabres 2-1. That's late in the third period. Speaking of Winnipeg, they are losing to Nashville in the middle of the second period 2-1. That's about to start right now is Calgary at Boston. Also starting up right now, you have Tampa Bay, Columbus, Detroit at New Jersey. At 5:30, you have the Vancouver Canucks taking on the Dallas Stars. Moving along.
First save wins.
Ian Reed, everybody. There you go. Boy, you three are on it today. Nice.
Dropping the hammer.
Dude,
that was a Dell of a slam.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was delicious.
All right. Edmonton plays Arizona in the desert. Oh, I'm sorry. The Desert Dogs are playing in the desert against the Edmonton Oilers at 6 p.m. Finals that are already in. We have the Rangers beating the Flyers in NBC's Thanksgiving Classic, because it's a New York team against the team that they own, 3-2.
New York with a plus 30 goal differential now.
That's
far and away ahead in the league.
You also had Anaheim losing in regulation to the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2.
Even we beat the Blackhawks. Fuck.
I know, right? Seriously.
Those guys suck. It's not like they're leading the
And
Central.
it was...
Well, we all know what's going to happen tomorrow is that the Ducks are going to start Bernier, and then we're just going to get shut out. We know what's going to happen. We're coming off a back-to-back. We're going against a backup goaltender, and we're probably going to be in our black jerseys. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Gentry with the reverse psychology moment of the night. Good job, Jen. And one last game, it was Minnesota 6, Pittsburgh 2. In the Who Saw That Coming
I
Saturday
did.
night.
I did. I predicted it.
Because you know why? Because Marc-Andre Fleury was in net.
Damn.
Minnesota scored 3 power play goals against Fleury, including Charlie Coyle having 2 goals overall in that game. Sorry, go ahead, Jen.
Holla.
Yeah, it's tough when you have Marc-Andre Fleury as your goalie on fantasy hockey. You want to keep him, but God, he's just like that bastard stepchild. It's like you have to love him, but on the other hand, you just want to get rid of him.
Minnesota's been surprisingly good though under Bruce Boudreau, which I don't think anyone should expect. It just means that they're gonna flame out in Game 7 of the playoffs, but they're gonna rock the regular season. They're surprisingly good. I didn't think that they would be this good.
Is this like the first time that Boudreau has come onto a team that doesn't have a goaltending controversy? Because maybe he's just kind of like, all right, cool, I can just throw Dubnyk in there and nobody will give a crap.
Don't play anyone else.
Happens either way. Any of them go to the playoffs. Puck guys picking them. Just saying.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Minnesota. What if they both go? Who are you going to pick then?
Oh, jeez, you guys. Yes, if it was
Is it
Minnesota,
the min or win series?
Yeah, the men are win. If the
the
playoffs
men are
start
win.
today.
Oh my gosh!
And John Scott was the referee, and
And it was in a steel cage.
and Rafi Torres was the coach. Who would you take?
Oh boy, that's a tough one then. If
I
it's
know.
Rafi Torres and against Bruce Boudreau, woof. Interesting. No,
Sunday.
that would be a fun playoff series because you have all the offensive ability with Minnesota going up against Scheifele and Line against Winnipeg.
You know what would be really fun is if you made a fucking decision. Which one is it? Men or win? Men or win?
It's probably
Oh,
Minnesota because they have stronger net minding. Yeah, I'd probably go
You should-
Minnesota.
Wow, he doesn't
That's
even-
a
he
good
doesn't
name
even-
of Connor Hellebuck.
He doesn't even pull the fucking USA card. He just
Nope.
says Minnesota.
Minnesota, eh? Gee golly wilkers, don't you know?
I mean,
All
it's
right,
practically
let's be
Canada
honest.
anyway.
I was going to say, exactly. It's just about Canada.
It's Canada without healthcare. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's Canada South.
And it's a pretty close. What is it? 3 hours from Minnesota to Winnipeg, or Minneapolis to Winnipeg.
Something like that.
Welcome to Geography After Dark, kids.
All right, I think at that point that means we need to call this a night.
No, we don't. No, we're
No,
going
we
to keep
don't?
going.
We're gonna
No,
keep
this is the
going?
director's cut. This is a 3.5 hour take.
Director's cut.
This
We're
is
going
the
to get in trouble for having. We're already going to get in trouble for having 4 of us on. I don't know if we should have a director's cut.
Fuck that. There's 4 of us.
Unrated.
We've had fun. We've
2
had
minutes of
fun.
bonus footage.
It's all right. When you pull the audio, just cut out all my commentary. You'll be fine.
Oh, jeez. We
I
could
get-
go like,
I-
dude, see? No, okay.
I get plenty of talk every Wednesday. It's okay.
That's right. If you haven't listened to The Pucknologist, please do so. On
Yeah, don't be a dick.
On Sunday, after you enjoy listening to us or watching us on After Dark, following Ducks and Sharks, Ian Reed has the...
Sunday at fucking
Yep. In fact, I got to schedule Ian Reed to come on our show again soon because evidently when he comes on, shit fucking happens.
Is that so?
Yeah, I
Really?
mean, scheduled Ian to come on, boom, Burns
Oh,
gets
yeah,
an
that's true.
extension.
That's true.
Same day.
Same day.
Yeah,
I-
there was
they
something else.
couldn't
I thought there
even-
was something else that happened too. So it's just like, Ian's
Well,
scheduled to come on.
the
and
Knights
that's the-
unveiled their
Yeah,
identity.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was that.
Vegas, baby.
So when you, when you ask Ian to come
Yeah,
on
the
your show,
Las
shit's
Vegas-
going to happen. There's going to be shit to talk about.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Golden Showers. I mean, Knights.
Yeah, they
How
had
about
to
that,
know that was coming.
How about
Right.
that unveiling, though?
You mean the placeholders?
Yes.
Yeah. The
The
Vegas
placeholders.
Yep.
It's just so. I mean, how are they not going to expect that? Whenever, if they blow out confetti or streamers, after their first game or their first win or whatever they do, I mean, we all know everybody and their mother's going to refer to it as a golden shower. It's like, why would you set yourself up for that fail?
They should have a parade after their first win.
Oy.
Take that hockey god curse off of us.
Yes, the Vegas Golden Knights.
I hate
Oh,
the secondary logo. I love their primary logo. I hate their secondary logo.
I see what they were trying to do with it, but they should have done the full Vegas sign. I think would have been a lot more better. But this just their practice facility looks like it'll be at the Excalibur or at Treasure Island until their new rink is built.
Wow.
Just based on the fucking logos, it's got to be Excalibur.
Right?
I mean, shit.
So
Wait,
guys,
that's the secondary logo. I thought
Yeah, on
they
the
just
sides.
went. I thought they went Prestige in Call of Duty or something like that. Jesus.
so guys, so Ian, could you make it down for the first game in Vegas?
And I doubt it. I'm going to be just finishing school in August, so.
And could they have picked a worse color for that? Like, I got people saying it's gray. Other people say it's like a powder blue. I mean,
Some thought it was teal when it was posted.
I think it's a steel gray as it's being called.
Yeah. I dig it.
I mean, it's not like at least their primary color isn't black, which everyone was assuming they were going to go with. I mean, I like my only take on the logo is that's a Spartan helmet. That's not really a Knight's helmet.
But it's got the V, which is awesome.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
V in it is really cool.
Or in my other take,
chicks
it
dig
looks
the
like
V.
you know what? In my other take, it looks like Magneto's helmet from X-Men. So now I can't take it seriously. Yeah, that's my hot take.
Not
Go
to
Golden
also
Knights.
get any.
I can't wait to go to a Golden Knights game, and then when they win and all the confetti comes out, it'll be like, golden showers. That should be their hashtag after every win. Vegas wins, golden showers.
And when they lose, like you said, AJ, loss Vegas.
Yep, that's the way it goes. And
So-
I'm going to just start referring to them as the Tan Magnetos, not the Golden Knights.
Jeez. And with that, I think that's where we should start wrapping this up. So, final thoughts. I will start.
I didn't get to my nude scene yet.
This ain't CNN, bitch.
This is the director's cut.
I don't need to see this.
Okay, clearly not everybody getting the CNN joke. Okay, never mind.
Nope.
No. All right, Ian. Final.
Didn't you see what happened?
No, what happened?
There's a whole
CNN
fucking-
showed in Boston. Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry. I'm stealing your
No,
thunder.
no, you know it. Go ahead.
Okay, so CNN in Boston showed 30 minutes.
It's being purportedly showed. We can't,
Yeah.
Go. I haven't seen video yet, but go.
No. Basically, their Boston affiliate had CNN, and they accidentally put hardcore pornography on over top of CNN for 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Wow.
Of
And
hardcore pornography.
And you never know what those guys in the background are doing, and somebody accidentally hits the wrong switch. I mean, we've seen this. What was it? There was like some game. It might have actually been a Sharks game. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I think Brody tweeted out a screenshot of it. But you could see like they did like a shot of the War Room in Toronto or whatever, and they had some different games going on. But like in the corner, they had like the Blues Brothers playing or some shit. It's like really how much attention are they paying some days?
Right.
So and we all saw the whole holy folk. What was it? Holy
Oh,
Fook Bang Ding Ow. You never know what the hell is going to get on air.
Channel 2. Yeah.
And you just see what is going on in the media where it's like the interns are running the show half the time and millennials don't give a fuck.
That's right.
So
We like to apologize to all millennials.
Yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me if it did happen. But I'm sorry, if that shit played for 30 minutes and not one person has video or a screen cap of it, come on.
There's a screen cap.
But see, that can be, and that can be faked for the most part. I would have been fucking whipping the camera out ASAP and taking video because you knew that shit would go viral.
Oh yeah, big time. It wouldn't be like accidental if like we switched to Sportsnet in Edmonton and then all of a sudden you get Drew. It's Drew. All right. With that, I think Gentry's going to need some cough drops. So, Ian, I'll start with you for final thoughts to wrap this thing up.
Final thoughts. See you tomorrow.
All right. All right.
Ducks.
Mr.
I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad you guys are all here. I'm glad no one was killed over a Hatchimal.
That's true. AJ, your final thoughts? And let me add this. Did you do any Black Friday shopping?
The day's still early? No, I haven't done any Black Friday shopping. I might do some online because there are a couple deals. If I do remember correctly, I saw something that said if you buy one ticket to a Sharks game, you get one free. So I might. I might be doing that in a little bit.
Okay.
But no, other than that, no shopping just yet. But as I said, it's still early and plenty of time to shop on the internet. And Pucknologist is going to be like a day late this week because of the quirkiness of the schedule. So just putting that out there.
Yes, and as a Shark Pack holder who has a ticket to that game on Tuesday, so I guess I can't really sell the ticket if I wasn't going to go to the game, right?
You could try and sell it and then buy another ticket and then get 2 tickets.
Yeah, because, that's how it works.
That's so Sharks. Gentral, your final thoughts as we wrap this up here?
Sharks won. Still waiting for that epic long director's cut where we're gone for 4 hours. And then
The fuck just happened? I missed it.
Ian doing his best interpretation of the CNN hack.
Uh-oh. Hey, Puck guy.
We'll focus on Ian.
Okay.
We'll focus on. I don't know what happened there, Richie. Go ahead. Ian.
Back to you in the studio, Eric. All right, back to you in the studio.
Go ahead, Ian.
Oh, that's a good question on the chat.
I'm trying to find a.
I couldn't take it anymore, man. I couldn't take it.
No.
I couldn't take it. I had to do it.
Quick question before we end it. From Slayer will be recalled and then sent back down for tomorrow's game.
That's an Ian question.
Ian?
What?
What CUDA player will be recalled and then sent back down before tomorrow's game?
Oh, man. I don't know. Probably, I think at Goodrow, they probably call it Goodrow for a reason. I'm sure that there was someone who was probably a game time decision. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Maybe Barclay Goodrow.
You think Barclay will get in tonight or tomorrow night?
Maybe.
All right. Well, with that, we will wrap this up. Sharks do win 3-2 over the Islanders. They now technically have first place in the Pacific Division, tied with the Edmonton Oilers, so that might change going on later this evening, depending on their outcome against the Desert Dogs. We will be back here with you tomorrow night following Sharks and Ducks. And until then, keep it real, keep it tight, keep it real tight, and be safe out there. If you are going Black Friday shopping, we highly suggest you using hockey equipment to elbow people in the way. Great, and have a good night.